run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And a nice spin into some open field. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Freeman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. A tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Doing there is he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. First carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. You got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Following the fumble recovery, Kirby. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Now the offense lining up first and 10. From the gun, Kirby. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Second down following the incompletion. Second down, here's an option right. Now a handoff looking right. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. To throw on 3rd down. Kirby. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads. Took him right off his feet at the 49. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, That's just not being prepared.
And that's caught inside the 35. And now running right through it. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 66 yards. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They'll look to run with Freeman. Called a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. They'll try and run. Freeman. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll run. It's Henry. And I don't think he got in. He did it. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And tough starting field position here.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, here we go. 319! 319!
On 1st down, Kirby under pressure and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on, come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands and see how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
23 yards on the play. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone, sometimes
nowhere to go. Here he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it.
So after nearly turning it over, new life here for the offense on second down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And his throw here is incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
On third and long, it's Wentz. Buying time to his left. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Redskins scoop it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Following the fumble recovery, Kirby throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Back to the air on second down. Kirby out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here and me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for him.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. To throw on second down. Kirby. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 2. Now third down. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air. And
pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. And he missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games, and now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Wins to throw on second down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let him outside where they can really shred your defense.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Throwing to start the drive. Kirby, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the gun on third down, Kirby is going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break.
Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Now let's go.
On third down, Kirby. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
This is taken at about the 14. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They run from the pistol here with Freeman. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery, but on 4th down, a change of possession anyway.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's brought down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. They go play action here on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game. And
under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Eagles on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Wentz. And it's caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. A final shot before half for Wentz. Forced, and that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. C.J. Uzomah as time expires in the first half. And the Eagles add on to their lead. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find it. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And fresh off the pick-6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right?
Leopard! Here we go now.
Looking to throw on second down. Kirby. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down following the run. Off the play fake. Kirby. And a quick throw here that's complete. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
From the gun on third down. Kirby. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, and interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll run again with Pumphrey. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. And now a first down following that long gain. The counter, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Let's go.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And an alley to run. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Over the middle, complete. That's Bird. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, if you want to be known as dependable to your quarterback, that's what you have to do. Go into the middle of the field, know the hit is coming, and catch the football. And that's exactly what he just got done.
And defensively, a little deflating to be able to lay that hit and not have the ball pop free, right?
And no doubt about it, because your goal defensively, knock it free so that they say, okay, guess what? We're not going to throw it in there anymore. Now, they'll still continue to be aggressive.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Fresh set of downs here.
Come on, let's go.
Jones operating from the gun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point, and they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Detroit! Detroit! Over! Here we go!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Kirby. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
No. Check. Patriot. Leopard. Set.
Operating from the gun. Kirby. And some space here. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 7 yards on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Detroit! Gun! Let's go! Green!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it? Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, look at this play call. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go now.
Throwing on 1st down. Kirby. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they just had that pick-6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. On 1st and 10, Kirby throwing the out route and complete. That's Haynes. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down. Kirby is going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Here we go now. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Here we go.
On the run, it's Pumphrey. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
2nd down to the offense in search of 6 yards. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Again, it's Pumphrey. Oh, good move. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going while continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football?
10 yards still left on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense have felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to
But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Throwing Jones. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Here we go now.
To throw on 2nd down. Kirby. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox. Never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Here we go.
They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for Philadelphia, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Landover.